Hey, my name's Nick. I'm with Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, Florida. We are the #1 Class B RV dealership in the state of Florida. We're #2 in the entire United States of America based on number of RVs that we sell and ship all over the country, and that is verified by stats surveys. This is not something I make up. My kids tell me I make stuff up all the time. That is not a made-up stat. That is a fact. We sell more Class B vans than anybody in the state of Florida and #2 in the whole United States. And I say it's because of our team at Sunshine State RVs. It's because of the great brands that we partner with. And it's because of people like you that are watching this video and you feel some type of loyalty to want to buy your van from us. And I tell you from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate that. My 2 kids in college, they appreciate that. And my wife very much appreciates it. But what we're gonna do a video on today is a brand new, all new 2027, just came out. This might be one of the first ones in the country, 2027 Coachmen Beyond 22D. Now, Coachmen is a brand that we've been selling since, I don't know, 2017, 2018. It is our #1 brand. We sell more Coachmen at Sunshine State RVs than anything else, right? And in the whole United States, we sell more Coachmen than anybody. Like Coachmen, nobody sells more Coachmen than us. We have such a great relationship. The synergy, the customer service, our culture, our values, they align very much. We love working together. And with the Beyond, this is their second, like they do the Mercedes Galleria, they do the Ford Transit Beyond, they do the Ram ProMaster Nova, and then they also do the Ram ProMaster Pixel, which is the shortest. So they basically go by sizes. What I love about Coachmen is they don't sacrifice quality, cabinetry, insulation, electronics, batteries. They don't sacrifice any of that when it comes to their whole lineup. Everything's the same quality, same Amish built cabinetry, same Lithionics, same rock wool and insulation, the same everything throughout their entire line. They just go by different sizes and different chassis, which is great. So this is on a Ford Transit. It is an all-wheel drive, 22-foot, dual wheels in the back, EcoBoost V6, xenon headlights, and lots of great upgrades on this 2027. So Ford Transit has some upgrades and Coachmen has some cool upgrades. And we're gonna go through all of these in this video. So let's dive right into it. This is beautiful, right? This is a carbonized gray Ford Transit. I like this color. My favorite color is probably the Avalanche gray. I'm not sure if they're making that anymore. I loved that Avalanche gray color, but this is carbonized gray. This is the same color gray that Dean has, who is the trail boss of the Facebook group. And I will tell you, Coachmen has one of the best Facebook groups of any RV, any Class B RV manufacturer. Coachmen has, I don't know, about 8,000 to 9,000 Facebook members. They have a Beyond, Nova, and Galleria group. Dean runs the Beyond group, and he does a phenomenal job. Mike Frawley runs the Nova group. Both those guys there, they run that group, and they do a great job. So carbonized gray, has alloy wheels. It does have an option to have black wheels. I love this little door code thing here. You know, I don't like carrying keys, so right now I have nothing in my pockets. Typically I have a phone and 1 key. I just don't like carrying things, right? And so if this was my RV, I would leave the key and just press the code and just go in and out that way. So this is kind of new. It looked a little different last year. They kind of upgraded it a little bit. They also have the app. Ford has an app that you can access stuff, lock and unlock, and all the other stuff. So you have an app, or you have a push button start here. The Beyond, this is their LI package. That stands for lithium. It does have Lithionics, so it has a 3,000 watt Lithionics inverter, has 660 amp hours of Lithionics lithium batteries. It also has an underhood generator. It has solar. It has the entire Lithionics system. Lithionics batteries are made here in Florida. They are what I would consider the top-notch, top quality of lithium batteries on the market. We have done double lithium batteries in these a lot. We order them with double, we upgrade to double. I haven't seen someone do triple yet. I'm kind of waiting on the first person that wants triple batteries. We've done a generator and 2 batteries. We've done a generator and 1 battery, or we've just done 2 batteries. So that whole combination is possible. Spacing is always an issue, but where there's a will, there's a way, and where there's a will, there's a way, and enough money, anything can get solved. I've learned in my 45 years of living. So Lithionics, lithium batteries, this is kind of where they keep the stuff, and they kind of keep it a little incognito. This is where you dump your black tank here. You have your Starlink here. This is where you hook up your Starlink out here, your portable mini. We can also install one on the roof, but this is also where you have your outside shower, which I love, because if you're sitting here dumping, you make a little mess, you can spray it off with this. If your dog is coming in from playing in the mud or playing in the lake, you can rinse your dog off before he gets in the RV. I have 4 kids, so I would be rinsing my kids off one by one by one. I'd make them strip down, line them up, and just hose those little bad boys and girls off, just hose them right off, and then they're allowed to get in the RV. I don't know if I'd bring my 4 kids into a camper van, but I've definitely hosed my kids off. Now it's summertime, so my son likes to take what he calls a summertime shower in the bathtub or in the pool. Instead of taking a shower, he goes there, he hoses off with a hose, and he considers that a shower. I can definitely see doing that when you're out camping. It's actually pretty nice having this right here. You do have a solar extension also. If you want some more solar, you have that there. You have your smart plug here where you can plug your smart plug in and you plug into a campground. But with Lithionics batteries, you don't need a campground because everything can be powered based on your lithium batteries. So these Lithionics batteries can run everything in this coach for about 6 or 7 hours. If you double the batteries, you get double the hours. So you got 11, 12 hours worth of runtime because the Truma air conditioner, your fridge, your lights, all that can run off of the lithium batteries without being plugged in, without being at a campground, without being anywhere. Everything can run from your lithium batteries. Now, your lithium batteries charge from the solar panels. They also charge when you are plugged in at a campground. They also charge while you are driving. So there's 3 different ways your lithium batteries charge. The best way is to be plugged in or driving. The solar is more like a little trickle charger, but that's a lot of facts, right? That's a lot of things. I'm not a very technical, detailed statistician, but what I do is I have some of the best people working around me, and Corey and Justin are the 2 guys that do our walkthroughs. Corey does about 80% of them, and he teaches people how to use these RVs, right? So if you buy from us, we will fly you here from anywhere in the country. We will pick you up at the airport, bring you to the dealership, teach you how to use your brand new Coachmen or any RV you buy from us, new or used. Spend as much time with you as you need going through the RV. After that, we put you up for the first 2 nights at a local campground so you can test everything in your new RV. Any issues, any concerns, anything doesn't work right, because that happens sometimes, you come right back to us and we take care of it immediately. There's no downtime, there's no waiting. If we have the parts, we install them immediately. Now, if we have to order parts, obviously that's a different story, but lots of cool things that we offer, whether you're here, whether you want to come here, whether you want to come here and absolutely sweat like I'm doing right now, or if you want to sit in the luxury of your home, we will ship this to you anywhere you go. We ship 4 or 5 out a week right now, flatbed all over the country. We shipped one to Minneapolis today, actually. It left on a flatbed, Coachmen Beyond to Minneapolis. So we're selling these Beyonds very, very quickly. The other cool thing that we have is we have guaranteed service appointments. We have 24/7 tech support, roadside assistance, all of that good stuff. As we keep rolling, this is where your freshwater connection, where you fill your tank, city water here, you can fill your tank here, and then you have a black tank flush here. So all of that's there, hidden behind this here. This has the Rover gear. So Rover is they make boxes, they make roof racks, which this also has a Rover roof rack. They also make a spare tire holder as well. These 27 Beyonds are not coming with a spare tire anymore. The past models did, this one does not. And so what you can do is you can get a spare tire mounted on the back as well. Rover does a great job with these boxes. I mean, these boxes are truly hardcore. They're heavy duty. They're like nuclear bomb shelters. If you put stuff in there and it's raining, it's thundering, you're driving, you're going through the woods, whatever, it is gonna stay safe in there. This shelf can come out, the shelf can stay in, it can be adjusted. They also make a ski box if you wanna put golf clubs or skis. I mean, everyone camps differently, right? Everyone goes different places and everyone uses them for different things. So they're all a little different. They give you the Molly panels here so you can strap things there. They also put it here. You do have a tow hitch so you can tow 5,000 pounds, which is really nice. That's like a small car. That's like a trailer. It can be a motorcycle. It could be a small boat, depending on what you're doing. Now, this is the D floor plan. And what I love about this floor plan are a few things. Wide open through the middle, pass-through storage. So let's say this is a stand-up paddleboard, and you just got done paddleboarding and you need to drive to your campsite. You take your paddleboard, throw it in there, shut your doors and go, right? You don't have to like maneuver it and deflate it and all that. You just throw it in there. Let's say you have a bike and you just got done biking and you're ready. You don't have a bike rack because it's a $5,000 bike, like most of these real high-end bikes are, and you don't want to put it on the outside. So you just stand the bike up here. You just raise that. You can stand the bike up right here, lean it up against the couch, and then you can go to your campsite, then pull it out, break it down, clean it, whatever you want. But I love how this is so easy to come in and out just like this. So you can come in and out, whatever it is you're doing. If you're playing golf, if you're skiing, mountain biking, paddleboarding, surfing, everything can be thrown in there. Very, very simple and easy. There's also a screen if you're sleeping back here and you want to leave the doors open because it's 60 degrees. It's not 60 degrees today. But if you're sleeping, you want to leave the doors open. You do have a screen, cup holders here, and this does kind of go down to kind of give you a little bed extension if you need it, and it kind of drops down like that. And then you have these cool little storage compartments. Look how big this storage compartment is. I mean, this thing here can go all the way in there. I mean, you store lagoon tables. I mean, all of this stuff can get stored in there. So lots of storage, and everybody kind of uses that storage for something different. So there's also storage up there. There's storage here. So Coachmen makes sure to give you lots of storage, a bunch of cameras and all that too. So this is your camping side. So when you're camping, you normally let your awning out. There's LED lights on the awning, but you let the awning out and you kind of hang out here. They give you a 110 plug there. And then this is kind of the hangout area. You know, when I would take my younger kids camping, I'd set a little picnic table up, put a grill on it, and I'd be grilling right here, and they'd be sitting here watching. We'd have the awning out to give me a little shade, and my wife would be in there prepping the mac and cheese, and I'll be doing the hamburgers or something out here, you know. So some stuff you can cook out here, you can plug it in or use a little propane stove. Some stuff you do in the RV, but this is a great kind of camping area here. You know, just when you're looking at it, I love this carbonized gray color. I think it's such a great color. Really nice. You know, the Transit's a very sleek looking, and I would say the Transit's probably the best driving Class B van. It's a little lower to the ground. It has that Eco Boost, so it kind of gives you a nice solid ride, especially with the dual wheels. So lots of cool stuff on the outside. When you jump inside, I do think that if you're looking for something luxurious and comfortable that is set up to go camping, you're gonna really want to follow me inside this Beyond. One of my absolute favorite places to hang out in an RV is in the front cab area here. Now, with these seats swiveled around, there's a lagoon table there. This is just a very comfortable area to sit, to eat, to read, to just kind of hang out. And it also gives a kind of divide to a 22-foot RV. It gives you kind of two rooms to where you have a bedroom, you have a kitchen, a bathroom, and then like a little dining room up here. So really there's 4 rooms in this 22-foot RV. I'm sitting in the dining room right now. I could work from here. There's a lagoon table right here, and I could have that table and I can work, I could eat, I could get up, you know, before my wife does, and I could read. I mean, lots of options with having a separate area for sleeping and a separate area for eating. If you are entertaining by chance, this can be, you know, a couple people can sit here, you can have people sitting out there. It kind of breaks up that entertaining aspect also. So really like this. Some of the upgrades for the Ford Transit for this year are it has a bigger screen behind the steering wheel, so like a bigger speedometer, odometer, lots more options there in the Ford Transit, that sync system. More cameras, digital rearview mirror. But to me, the biggest one is the push button start. This is the biggest upgrade that they finally did on Ford. This is the one thing Ford has been missing and waiting on. I've been waiting every year when they come out with a new chassis. Are they gonna do it? Are they gonna do it? Are they gonna do it? And finally they did. They give you a push button start right there, which is so nice to not have to have the key with you to use it. Like I said earlier, I don't like carrying keys. I would just keep it in here, press the button, and you start it. Like I said, digital rearview mirror, upgraded HID headlights, the big screen with all the different cameras, the bird's eye view, the backup camera, all the different camera options. So I really love the upgrade. This is one of the big things from Ford in 2027 is the bigger odometer screen, push button start, upgraded headlights, lots of new chassis upgrades, lots of really cool chassis upgrades. Now, on to some of the Coachmen upgrades for 2027. So one of the biggest ones, in my opinion, is this extra cabinet here. So I really like how they gave you some more space. Before, there was nothing here. You just had some space just to throw your shoes or something. Now they went through and they added now this is optional, so if you don't want it, you don't have to have it. But now they added all of this new storage here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 here. So this is a lot of very valuable storage when you're in a 22-foot Class B RV, because this isn't just a big storage cavity. They give you drawers, I mean, high quality wood drawers, dovetail. This is that Amish built cabinetry that I always brag about on Coachmen. They give you lots of really cool storage here. All of it is really, really nice. And I love the quality and the feel of all of it. So you do have your pizza oven. This is that Lagoon table I was telling you about that can mount right here. These seats do swivel. You still have a good open area here. One of the big upgrades they did last year was this whole Garmin system, but really they redid their whole system. So you have Truma, which is your air conditioner. It's a Truma G, so there's no propane on board this Beyond. The Truma G runs off of your fuel tank for your heater and your hot water heater. It also controls your air conditioner. Your Garmin system is here. This is how you control your lights, your power, your Lithionics, your inverter, all of your fluids. You can see what your tank levels are. Every light can be controlled one by one, and you kind of have it all on a home screen right there. You have your solar controller, your awning, and then your on and off switches. Their goal is to really make it as simple and easy as possible. There is a screen here, which is really nice. When you want to use it, it's there. When you don't want to use it, completely out of the way, and it doesn't involve or hinder anything. Nice big bathroom. I always say, Coachmen has a really good sized bathroom. There's a very small lip to keep the water in, but not a big lip that you trip over. And then when you sit here and you shut the door, you do have plenty of space, even with the door shut, which is nice. Separate sink here. You can brush your teeth, wash your hands, shave, whatever you do. You have the shower head. I like last year, they upgraded all of the fixtures, these black fixtures. They gave you a little mirror in here as well, a shelf for your stuff, a fan, a light, a shower curtain. So lots of cool space in there and things that you can handle your business. So here's another little storage compartment with 3 storage things there. You have an induction stove, and you have drawers for storage, drawers for pans, all kinds of good stuff here. And then Coachmen always gives you the garbage can drawer. You gotta have somewhere to put your garbage can. They always give you a drawer for that. And then your big rectangle sink, which is nice and deep, big rectangle sink. And then you have your cover here if you're not gonna use a sink, or you can store stuff in it, or you put plates in here to dry them. I learned that a couple years ago and I was kind of blown away. I didn't know why they gave you slats in there. And then you have your residential style faucet there. Lots of good storage here. Paper towel holders, salt and pepper rack. And then fridge. One of the other upgrades for this year is this slide out big drawer. Look how big that drawer is there. This is an upgrade for 2027. So you got your storage is an upgrade. Your freezer drawer is an upgrade. They also went through and they upgraded some of their wiring. They upgraded some of their insulation, some of the cabinetry stuff. So every year they're getting better and better, new technology and upgrading stuff as they go. This is that air fryer microwave kind of convection. They upgraded this a couple years ago. And man, when I tell you people love this, they absolutely love it. I mean, it is just to have an air fryer. I started cooking more recently and I use my air fryer all the time. Absolutely love it. To have an air fryer in the RV is very, very valuable. This is like a wardrobe cabinet here. It does have some shelves that can easily come out, but you can hang your clothes there, and you do have a nice mirror here as well. But then as you kind of take a step up, you're now in the bedroom area. And the great thing about the D model is that it is twin beds, but it's also a nice dinette back here to where you can eat, you can hang out, you have lots of space to sit. It's wide open, like you have big mirrors, big windows there, big windows here. There's another big window there as well. So lots of window, lots of natural light in here. You know, one of the cool things about the Garmin is that they give you a portable Garmin in the back here, so you can still control all of your tank heaters, water pump, water tanks, all of your power. So we can do this. We can also open the Lithionics app on our phone, and we can check our batteries and see how long they've been running, see how healthy they are, all of that stuff from the Lithionics app on your phone or here. Here in the last year or two, they've also upgraded. This is great, I think, because before they just gave you a sound system in the van, but now they're giving you this portable Bluetooth speaker that you can throw in your backpack and go hiking with. You can put on your bike. You can also put it outside if you're having, like I said earlier, if you're cooking outside and you want some music, grab this, pair it to your phone, take it outside, and you can listen to music. So I really appreciate having that portable and not just fixed speakers. And then they also give you the brand new Getaway, which I think is great. I'm a big fan of this because you can get away with it. So you can grab it, and this isn't a Getaway commercial or an Alpine, but you can grab it, throw it in your backpack, and if your cell phone doesn't work, there's a good chance your internet router is going to work. So it just kind of gives you redundancy when it comes to having internet power, having internet, being able to be connected. Now, sometimes you're going to want to turn this off and get rid of it so you can be disconnected, which is great also. But if you need to be connected, you can have Starlink, Getaway, and a cell phone, whatever you need. They have options. Speaking of connected, they give you this great smart TV. So this great smart TV can come out and move around depending on where you want to watch it from. If you want to watch it from the front, you can do that as well. But it is a smart TV with Netflix, Amazon Prime, YouTube, all of that good stuff already wired into the TV. And then the TV can hook up to the router or Starlink, and you can have internet TV everywhere you go. And that's really what everybody's doing. So that's a great way. So nice big storage compartments there. Storage compartments here. This is more of the lagoon table for the back here. And then this can be twin beds, or it can be one big bed, depending on how you want to use it. So if you want to use it twin beds, just kind of pull these out just like that. Now what you'll do from back here is you'll lay that and lay this. Same thing here and here. And now you have one massive king size bed, 6 foot wide and about 6'3" long. So you can sleep 2 or 3 people here, 2 people and a dog, whatever you like. And then when it comes time to break it down, same thing. And then when you're done, you lift it, slide it, lift and slide. How simple is that? Now, there are seat belts on both sides. So you have seat belts here, and then you have seat belts here. So there's 2 seat belts on this side. And then same thing over here. You have seat belts here, then also seat belts. Well, actually that one goes there, and this one here. So there's 4 seat belts back here. So you have a total of 6 seat belts in this entire RV, which is great. And then you have sleeping for 2 or 3 there, which is really nice. And then you have this alleyway. And here's a little bit of storage extra. They figured, you know what? Why waste the space when you can do it? I remember bringing my young son in here the first time I saw this. I said, that's where the Ninja Turtles live, under the sewer cabinet. He kind of looked at me like, is my dad joking? I don't know what's going on here, but that's the Ninja Turtle storage there, which is pretty neat. And then you have this big wide open area. So you want to see the bed. I always lay down just to kind of give people an idea of sizing. 6 foot tall, 227 pounds. And lots of space, right? So my feet, I got room on my head. I can have a pillow. It is wide enough for me to lay on. And then when I want to get out of bed, I can just drop my feet and get out of bed pretty easily. So really appreciate the size they give us back here and the spacing. And then obviously they give you reading lights. There are lots of USB, lots of USB everywhere. So on both sides, there's 110 plugs. They kind of set this up so that way it's really comfortable for everybody. So, you know, lots of great, this is the white cabinets. They do have maple cabinets as well. This is the fog gray interior. They do have light tan, and they have ginseng, which is one of my favorite colors. They have a couple different options on the flooring. Oh, they also have a light gray, a modern gray cabinetry. So they have gray, maple, and white. Flooring wise, they have 3 options. And then seat-wise, they got ginseng, cashmere, and fog. So they have 3 options of everything. You can kind of mix and match them together however you like. But you know, this is the D model. And funny enough, we were doing some reporting and some stats for this year. This year, Coachmen Beyonds, this is the most popular floor plan we've had. We've sold more of these than the C, than the rear bath, than any of them. We've sold more Coachmen Beyond Ds than anything else. It's pretty amazing that this is the one they started with. This is the original floor plan that Coachmen Beyond started with, and it's the best-selling floor plan they have. Twin beds, dinette, wide open here, and it's great. So really love how the quality of Coachmen, how they stand behind it, and truly they've made some good upgrades in 27. You know, they really made a ton of upgrades last year, so they're kind of riding that wave from last year, but they have made some upgrades, some improvements, and some of the upgrades or improvement are behind the scenes, things that aren't so flashy that you get to see. But you know, every year, every day, we're all trying to get better, and so is Coachmen. So this is a great coach if you're looking for an all-wheel drive, 22-foot Ford Transit with twin beds, lots of lithium, and very high quality. I think a Coachmen Beyond D is definitely one of the best on the market and should be on the top of everybody's list. So thank you for watching. Check out our website, sunshinestatervs.com, and we will deliver this for free anywhere in the country, no matter where you're at. Thank you.